Hello guys, this is the 2023 Mazda CX-50 and this one is the Premium Plus, and honestly this thing looks very nice and sharp. I did do a full detailed review, so if you guys are interested in that review, make sure to check it out. It is on my channel. And this one has the 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is finished in poly metal and does actually look very nice, especially when the sun is hitting it. And those 20-inch rims look amazing. So this is basically the highest trim to get on the non-turbocharged engine, and there is 9 trims to choose from, which is insane. But let's go ahead and take this Mazda CX-50 on a test drive and see how it does. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Mazda CX-50. And honestly, the interior looks very good. I really love the orange stitching. 10.25-inch screen, that looks amazing. There is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, or you could use it with the USB. There is 9 trims to choose from. There is the, I hope I will say all of them in the correct order. There is the S, Select, Preferred, Premium, Premium Plus, Turbo Premium, Turbo Premium Plus. I think I missed something, but anyways, there's 9 trims to choose from. And yeah, there's just a lot of trims. Here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is actually not too bad. The 2.5 Turbo Premium Plus had a better backup camera than this one. And yeah, so not exactly sure why Mazda would do that. The other one had the 360 camera though. This one does not, and does have both sound systems, so that's pretty cool. And I really like this CX-50. But today we're gonna be driving it, and I'll exactly tell you what I think about this CX-50. I did do a detailed review, so if you guys are interested in seeing a full detailed review, make sure to check it out on my channel. Alright, so driving this 2023 Mazda CX-50 drives nice and smooth. Does have the 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It does not have the turbo. So this is the highest trim you could get without the turbo engine. So drives pretty good, and it looks pretty good, so that's of course good. The fit and finish is amazing, and steering wheel has a nice design to it, and this whole thing right here is nice and soft, extremely soft. This is nice and soft, and I really love the way how the vents move. Very cool. And gauges look good. As I said, 10.25-inch screen. There is this panoramic sunroof that opens probably only 3 inches. I'll show you that when I get the chance. Or I could actually probably show you that now. I did show it in my full video, and basically just that much. It's crazy, but I really love the way how this thing opens. And this CX-50 drives pretty good. Does have the same driving feeling like the CX-5. I just finished driving the CX-5, by the way, the S Preferred. Let's go ahead and put this SUV in sport mode. There's no paddle shifters, which I really wish this trim had for 38,000. There is plus and minus, so that's of course good. This thing is nice and responsive. I definitely could feel the weight of it around corners, so there's a good amount of body lean, but honestly it feels nice and solid around corners, and definitely confident. The screen in the middle is an LCD screen, so whenever you change the drive mode, it does change. So when you put it in sport, it does basically turn red. As I said, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and overall, this SUV drives nice and smooth. Good amount of road noise from those 20-inch rims, and yeah, definitely a good amount of road noise from those 20-inch rims. Wind noise is pretty good, and going around 70 miles per hour. Anyways guys, this 2.5 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine produces 187 horses and 186 pound-feet of torque, and honestly, for a big SUV like this, I really wish a Mazda made the horsepower and torque numbers a little bit higher. As I said, I just finished reviewing or taking a Mazda CX-5 with the same exact engine, and honestly, this thing definitely feels heavy and definitely needs more power. So I'm not exactly sure why Mazda put the same exact engine in this CX-50, and yeah, it just doesn't make sense to put the same exact engine from the CX-5 to this CX-50. So this thing is definitely heavy, bigger, and yeah, I think they messed up on the engine on this one. Yeah, definitely the torque numbers and horsepower numbers should have been better on this CX-50. Interior looks good, but the engine, I don't like it. It does have a 6-speed automatic transmission. The 6-speed automatic transmission is actually nice and responsive. Gauges look good. Everything looks very good. The fit and finish is perfect, and this is honestly expected from Mazda. Mazda does a great job with their fit and finishes. Soft. Just only the bottom is plastic, which is fine. Window switches, mirror controls, everything looks good, feels good. All the window switches are automatic up and down, so that's of course good. On the left there is the seat buttons, volume controls, voice command, and phone controls, and the info button that will control the center screen. And on the right is the cruise controls, and I'm noticing that there is no, I'm not sure if it actually has all the nice safety features. It does have adaptive cruise control, but does not have, I'm not seeing a lane keeping assist button. It does have emergency braking. There is a sensor in the bottom, but yeah, there is no steering assist. We're gonna go ahead and take this CX-50 again on the highway, but let's go ahead and see how it does here on this turn. Brakes are not really my favorite. Yep, definitely this engine is working harder because of the size of this SUV and the weight of it. So I definitely could feel like this engine is struggling, and definitely moves it, but I really wish that I had more power and more torque. As I said, the road noise is a little bit on the louder side. I'm not sure if you go with the other trims, if the road noises will be a little bit lower. So I think those 20-inch rims are definitely loud, but maybe if you go with the other trims with more rubber, maybe it will be more quiet. But I'll definitely test that whenever the dealership gets more trims, and I can't wait to actually test drive the base trim. I really want to compare it with the higher trims and the other trims. But overall, this SUV drives good. Transmission is pretty good. It does have a 6-speed automatic transmission, but this engine is a little bit on the weaker side. For 38,000 Mazda, I think you should have made this 2.5 produce more power. The seats are not really the most comfortable seats. I think the CX-5 actually has a little bit more comfortable seats than the CX-50. So it's a new SUV for Mazda, and I really wish they did a little bit better job with the seats, the engine. But other than that, this thing looks honestly amazing from the outside. All the headlights and tail lights are LED. Even the lights inside are LED, which is of course good. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But I think Mazda is a little bit behind when it comes to their SUV, when it comes to their engines and transmissions. Oh yeah, this 6-speed automatic transmission is quick, nice and responsive. Even though it's a 6-speed automatic transmission, the tuning on it is just perfect. Climate controls are very easy to use. There is heated seats, cold seats, 3 stages each, which is nice. And interior looks honestly amazing. I really like it. And as I said, there is this panoramic sunroof that looks really good from the outside, but from the inside it only opens like 4 or 5 inches, baby. And yeah, driving this thing is very good. I really like the way how this thing handles, the way how it drives. Let's go ahead and do a quick acceleration right here. So this was in normal mode, and honestly this thing is nice and responsive in normal mode. And the suspension setup is, I think, pretty good, but it's not really that comfortable. I'm not sure if that has to do something with the 20-inch rims. Brakes are honestly not my favorite in this SUV. So the brake pedal feels a little bit on the hard, stiff side. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather, and yeah, acceleration is very good in this SUV, but I really wish it had more power. So, and something that I noticed is the heads-up display. So this trim has heads-up display, and what's crazy is that the MPG numbers are a little bit better than the CX-5. So I drove a 2.5 non-turbo CX-5 before this one, and the fuel economy numbers on this one: 24 in the city, 30 highway, and 27 combined. So the combined numbers on this SUV is 27, but on the CX-5 I drove, the combined numbers were 26. So a little bit better, but yeah, it's kind of weird that bigger, heavier SUV gets a little bit more MPGs than the smaller CX-5. So there is a hard visor. There is a good size mirror with an LED light, glasses holder, LED lights, and the mirror looks good. It's not frameless. The higher trim The Turbo Premium Plus had frameless mirrors. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick acceleration right here. I'm not gonna brake boost it, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the gas pedal and see how this thing accelerates from a dead stop. There is a good amount of storage place right here, 2 cup holders, 6-speed automatic transmission shifter, drive mode, e-brake, electronic brake, brake hold, and a few controls to control that screen, volume control, and inside there's a decent amount of space with 2 USBs inside. The armrest is extremely soft, and there is some LED lights, glasses holder, panoramic sunroof. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, definitely nice and responsive, guys, but I really wish it had a tiny bit more power, and that's it. So, things I don't like about this CX-50. I really don't like the seats. I don't like the... I do like the engine. It is nice and responsive, but I really wish it had more power. Brake pedal feels on the harder side, and that's about it. I mean, this thing seriously drives good. And the road noise, there's actually a good amount of road noise, and I really think that Mazda should fix that, because Mazda is well known for their premium things, like nice soft touches, premium cabins. They look very good from the inside and out, and if they fix that, this SUV would be perfect, honestly. So on the highway, it doesn't really scream 38,000 because of the road noise, but other than that, this thing is very good. I really like it. The suspension setup is good, nice and comfortable, nice and sporty, and yeah, overall a very well put together SUV, and definitely worth test driving. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I think this SUV has a good amount of features for 38,000, and yeah, I think it's a very good SUV beside the things that I mentioned. But I hope you guys enjoyed this POV test drive of this 2023 Mazda CX-50. I would like to thank George and Mazda in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this CX-50. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.